What's going on, guys? This is Aaron from Departures Capital. This video is brought to you on behalf of First Nordic Metals. We're here with Singh, President, CEO, and Director of First Nordic. How are you doing today, Taj?
Very good. Thanks for having us here.
Yes, excited to be talking about the company. So first, let's talk about the merits of mining in the Nordics. This is actually a place, that I don't know too much about, so I'd love to hear and learn more about it. So First Nordic Metals operates in a region with a rich history in mining. Can you elaborate on the unique advantages and opportunities that the Nordic region, particularly Sweden and Finland, offers for mining and exploration projects?
Yeah, that's a great question, and a lot of investors, Latin America, Africa, Canada, US, and Australia, things like that are kind of run of the mill for them, and they know something about it in terms of mining. But yeah, both Sweden and Finland in the Nordics are the number one and two country for kind of mining and metals in Europe, and have been for hundreds of years, if not even more than that. Long, rich history, and actually they're very, very good miners generally. Well known that they are. 60-70% of underground mining equipment worldwide is actually produced in Sweden. So they know what they're doing. Very efficient miners, underground miners especially. But listen, I think it's twofold. The one is the potential that's there and that's kind of not been explored. Sweden particularly, and also Finland, they're about 75, 80 years behind what we're seeing in Canada, for example, because it's very similar geology, these greenstone belt deposits, some of the oldest rocks on Earth, and they just haven't seen the modern exploration. The kind of that part of the world didn't open up to exploration until the late 90s with the emergence of the EU. So, Canada has been producing since the early 1900s and 1800s in large quantities in the Abitibi, for example, in Ontario and Quebec, similar geology. You haven't seen that in Sweden and Finland. It's starting to get there now, but the big opportunity is the geological potential that can be untapped that hasn't been explored. That's number one. And then in terms of the other factors, it's a great place to operate in because it's a first world country. You feel secure with the tenor of your projects. You're going to wake up in the morning and have them. Whereas you can't say that for a lot of jurisdictions in the world necessarily. There's been quite a few blowups on jurisdictions that have been tough. Taxation is amazing when you're producing. Actual costs, even as an exploration, in the exploration phase and development phase and production phase, are fantastic. They're probably among the top decile in the world across all phases, which I think is something people don't know about and they should investigate. We have some information on our website and our deck about that, the cost advantages there. And yeah, those are kind of the big things. Access to low cost power, which ties in with cost too, the hydropower. So yeah, all in all, it ticks off all the boxes for a place to be working in.
Great. Well, thank you for sharing. I definitely learned something when it comes to that region. So let's talk about your Swedish listing announcement. So congratulations on First Nordic's upcoming listing on Sweden's NASDAQ's First North Growth Market. What motivated the decision to pursue this listing, and how do you envision it enhancing the company's profile and growth opportunities in Europe?
Yeah, listen, it's initiative we're working on, and we hope to probably go live by kind of late January, early February. We that first North Growth Market is a big and important stock exchange in the Nordics, and actually throughout Europe. And how great is it to have Sweden's largest undeveloped gold deposit and be on the Stockholm listing? I think it's just a natural fit. We already have a significant number of Swedish shareholders, and I think it's going to continue to grow. There's not a lot of gold companies. There's not really a lot of natural resource companies, generally good quality ones on that exchange right now. So I think giving them a real good name, a go-to name that trades, it's liquid, it's got real value and significance to the country. I think it's going to be really good. So yeah, we're really excited about it. I think it was a natural fit, and a bunch of investors said, well, we'd have a lot more people investing, and if you could do this. So it all made sense. We looked into it, and it's great. We're really excited about getting on the NASDAQ Stockholm.
Congratulations once again. So let's talk about your oversubscribed bought deal. Your recent announcement of the $11.5 million oversubscribed bought deal private placement is a significant milestone. What factors contribute to the strong investor interest, and how will this funding support your strategic objectives?
Yeah, no, I think it really was a significant accomplishment. I've raised a lot more money than this in my career through various deals, but it's just been a tough market, and I think for us to be able to go out and raise $10 million on a bought deal, announce it at 10, and then go get 11 and a half, and probably could have had more than that. Um, I think it speaks to the quality of the story overall. It speaks to the quality of the assets and the management, of course. But now really it puts us in a position to be able to really aggressively push the advancement of this story through 2025 and into 2026. We're funded. That kind of financing overhang is gone. And so yeah, no, it was a um, a great thing for us to do in a tough time in a tough market, and I think that kind of really speaks to the quality of the story, the fact that we were able to do that. Um, and again, yeah, listen, we're all hoping and we think that the 2025 market overall for mining and for gold specifically is going to get better in 2025. But now this puts us in a nice, secure, well-funded position to move that forward.
Funding is very important. A lot of companies still struggle to fund, so that's definitely an accomplishment. Congratulations once again. So in terms of your drill program on the Gold Line Belt, with your base of till drilling program underway at the Clippan project and exploration advancing at Storjuktan, what updates can you share about these initiatives? How do they fit into First Nordic Metals' broader exploration and development strategy?
Yeah, I think if I start from a high level, the exploration strategy of First Nordic Metals, specifically in Sweden, is the fact that we basically control an entire belt. Right smack dab in the middle is 2.4 million ounce gold deposit that we have a joint venture with Agnico. They're 55 and we're 45. Agnico pays for all of the exploration development costs of that project, which is great partner to have. They're also an 11% equity holder of First Nordic Metals, so that's a great stamp of approval from them. So we've got that. That's a development stage project. But now, not only do we have, like I said, Sweden's largest development stage gold project and one of Europe's largest, probably second, really only behind Rupert Resources, you've now got an entire kind of 40 kilometers to the north, 40 kilometers to the south of that same prospective geology that really hasn't been systematically explored, but shows, multiple growing targets that could become second versions of that same deposit, the Barsele project. So really, the overall vision here is for First Nordic to develop a gold camp here. All kind of the exploration methodologies all tie together. You're on the same belt, the same teams, the same kind of local contacts and networks, and it's all kind of ties together. So it really is a very natural and obvious fit together. Specifically to our projects on the Gold Line Belt, which we're 100% owners of. Only the JV project with Agnico, the Barsele project, is that's the only JV. The rest are 100% owned by First Nordic. We now have the funding, like I said, to be able to advance those, and we have right now 4 drill-ready, interesting, very interesting, sizable targets, multi-kilometric targets. That obviously at a high level, all of the potential to host multi-million ounce deposits. But they're going to be drill tested really for the first time. One, there's already been a discovery yet on the Powbacken project. Storjuktan to the north of Barsele, that's a huge land package that has one very exciting target called the Nippes target. We're going to be working on that. In the south of the Gold Line Belt, a little kind of disjointed from the rest of the belt, but still on that same belt and same geology is the Clippan project, which we've been base of till drilling, as you talked about. That's wrapped up. And then also in the Powbacken project, we have the Harpson target, not far from the Aida target, where the original discovery was, which is also another target. So 4 targets, like I said, we're going to sequentially one by one base of till drill all of them and get them ready for diamond drilling in 2025. So you're going to have, within a few weeks, consistent news flow from right on the ground, and it'll continue through 2025. Very kind of news-driven year for us for 2025.
Great. I look forward to talking to you about that. So in terms of sustainability and innovation in Nordic mining, so sustainability is a growing focus in the mining sector, especially in regions like the Nordics. How is First Nordic Metals incorporating sustainable practices into its operations, and are there any innovative approaches you are particularly excited about?
Yeah, listen, I think, I've been in mining for about 25 years, all the way from exploration to development, and actually mainly a lot of it has been in development and production. But we're going to basically, apply all the same standards as we would in Canada or the US or any first world countries, all places I have actually operated, to that in our Sweden projects. That's how it should be. We have a very great kind of relationship with the local communities, with the local Sami people as well. And we can maintain these relationships very regularly, daily, weekly, etc., with our host nation as well. And we're very much in close contact with government, kind of various bodies of the government that we can be helpful to and who can be helpful to us. And that's just how we operate. It's those are kind of what I say, they're table stakes to move forward and advance a project. And this is a very important project. The Barsley project is, and even the whole Gold Line Belt portfolio is important for Sweden. So we've made sure that these relationships stay strong and continue to develop as we advance the project.
Great. So now let's talk future growth and strategic vision. The company has a 30,000 meter drill program set for 2025. Can you tell us more about this and your future growth plans?
So the detailed plans of our 2025 program will come out likely in January. We're developing kind of the exact meterage numbers of each target. And listen, they're subject to change throughout the year based on success, etc. But I've talked about these 4 targets. We'd love to hit all 4 of them, but some of it will be based on this base of till drilling, the success we get from the base of till drilling, assuming they all work out and need to move to the next stage of diamond drilling. We know at least 3 of them will. The 4th one at Klippen we'll see based on the base of till drill results. But we're going to take that, say, 30,000 meters and split it up amongst those projects. If 2 or 3 are really looking exciting, we are going to obviously give them more kind of meters. But yeah, anywhere from 5 to 10,000 meters spread out amongst 4 different target areas. Again, all kind of 4 or 5 kilometer target sizes. That's the plan, and those are kind of all ready to go for drilling. It's a matter of seeing what results we get from the base of till drilling on one of them, but the other 3 we're ready to go.
Exciting times ahead. Well, thank you for sharing the information on First Nordic. It was great learning about a new region that I don't know too much about, and I'm sure my viewers don't know as much, but now's the time to take a look. So thank you, Taj, and I look forward to having you back on in the future.
Fantastic. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you for having us.